Good evening. My name is Jack Sullivan Jr. I was born and raised here in Cleveland. Went to John Adams High School, class of 1977. Now I am the executive director of the Ohio Council of Churches. I live in Columbus. I also chair the board of Ohioans to Stop Executions, and I'm on the board of Death Penalty Action and Journey of Hope, From Violence to Healing. I'm an ordained minister. For many years of my life, the argument against guns and the outrage against gun violence for me was theological in nature, social, as I was a bystander for case after case of people known and unknown who had been victimized by someone's use of guns. That all changed for me when I got that phone call. When I got that phone call in 1997 while at a church convention in Denver, Colorado, dancing with my friends. The call came in. And I learned that my baby sister, Jennifer, who lived on East 125th Street here in Cleveland, had been shot to death in her home with her 2-year-old daughter in the house with her. As I made my way from Colorado to Ohio to Cleveland to gather my family, one of the first tasks I had to carry out was to go to the funeral home to view the body of my sister, Jennifer. There's no way to unsee what I saw. But I think a lot of people who have romantic, nostalgic understandings of guns and gun possession have not really seen what a bullet can do to the human body when hurled from a gun.
That's right.
It was grotesque what I saw of my sister's body. And from that moment, my theological and academic outrage over gun violence became personal. Personal. Because that was my baby sister laying on that slab at the funeral home. And my outrage grew and grew over the way guns could get into our neighborhoods in the ways that jobs cannot.
Come on.
So I began to detest guns. And I believed then, as I believe now, that the only good gun is a melted gun.
Come on, man. Come on.
A melted gun. And we have got to work collectively to end America's idolatrous love affair with guns.
All right, brother.
With its modern day idolatry. So I'm here tonight to thank you for being with us tonight, for us being with you, and for us to be and continue to be part of that movement that demands change. That we find these guns and we melt them, and we melt them, beat them and melt them, beat them and melt them into something good, something useful, something productive for the common good.
All right.
So thank you for coming tonight. I want to ask that you receive a flyer from the Journey of Hope team this evening. The Journey of Hope will be in Ohio this fall. There'll be people from the Journey who are like myself, who've lost loved ones to murder, people who have been on death row and exonerated, folks who've lost loved ones to execution, and allies, people of goodwill. We'll be here in Ohio in the fall telling our stories. I'd like for you to receive a flyer today about the Journey of Hope and read it thoroughly and commit to supporting us and being with us, because we're telling stories of pain, but also stories of being restored. and stories that indicate although we've experienced the most grotesque forms of violence in our families' lives, we stand for peace. We stand for nonviolence. We stand for forgiveness, and we stand for wholeness. And we want to join you in turning those guns into something good by beating them into garden tools. Thank you very much.
So our brothers and sisters are going to take the hammer. Mike has lighted the candles right here, and just make space for one another. Those of us that have the flash paper can burn it in solidarity, but let's hold a sacred silence as our sisters and brothers take the hammer here, and feel free to burn your papers anytime you feel moved.
Other folks can form a line behind her.
Other folks that weren't a part of the program tonight, if you've been impacted by gun violence, you can take the hammer.
If you'd like to participate, you can begin to form a